If you've looked into attachment theory at all, you've probably heard that secure attachment is the healthiest and most pleasant attachment style in relationships. And it's true that a secure relationship feels wonderful and that secure traits do help to make a relationship healthy. If someone is securely attached, they tend to have an easier time in relationship, they express love and caring easily, they communicate their needs clearly, and they believe that they can get them met and that they deserve to have them met. And they also attune well to their partner and they help their partner meet their own needs. So secure attachment is easier. Secure relating is easier. And when we take on a secure stance in relationships, that is easier. But sometimes other attachment styles engage in behavior that might just have a valuable purpose. That's the topic of today's video, and I hope you enjoy this somewhat unusual take on attachment style. By the way, I'm Kaylee Larkin. I'm a certified attachment practitioner, and I help people to attract a secure romantic partnership. You can find courses, articles, and meditations at kayleelarkin.com. So attachment styles develop for a reason, and a very good one. We adapt to our environment in an intelligent way. For example, if someone grew up in an environment where they were consistently rewarded for achievement and success, but they didn't get a lot of positive reward for talking about how they felt, they might develop an avoidant attachment style and focus on achievement and success as an adult, but not put as much attention on long-term romantic relationships. In contrast, if they grew up with inconsistent attention from a parent, they had to then focus on the relationship because it was unpredictable. So they tend to focus more on relationship stability as an adult, and they develop more emotional attunement because it was an intelligent way to guarantee survival as a child. And if someone's early environment was dangerous or chaotic, and that could include medical threat or injury or poverty, they might not have felt safe, and feeling unsafe became the norm as the adult. So they might develop some fearful attachment in order to feel more safe. When someone feels unsafe, they don't trust other people as easily. This makes sense because people weren't trustworthy in some way. So it's not that the lack of trust is a problem. The original problem was the lack of trustworthiness. Secure people don't have that issue so much. Secure people tend to trust easily, and that's usually a good thing in relationships. If you trust your partner, you're more open and willing to collaborate with them. Society functions well when people are able to trust one another. If someone believes that their partner is cheating on them, for example, they aren't going to feel as emotionally safe with them or want to collaborate with them. And collaboration is how we solve conflict. It's the glue that keeps relationships together. Two people have different needs that are sometimes in conflict, but if we can collaborate together to meet one another's needs, then everyone wins. However, here's where it gets tricky, because sometimes secure people will overtrust. They tend to give the benefit of the doubt first and then course correct later if the other person does something harmful. You see this in relationships where a secure person gets into a relationship with, say, a narcissistic leaning individual. At first, things seem great, but as the more self-focused person starts to lie or take advantage of their partner, the secure person will find themselves in a really unfortunate situation for having over-trusted in the beginning of the relationship. Of course, this can happen to a lot of people since narcissistic folks tend to charm in the beginning. But a person with a more fearful attachment style, as we talked about, will have less trust at the beginning. Lack of trust can, of course, be a problem since people are less willing to collaborate. But if they have learned to protect themselves from predatory behavior, they will steer clear of the self-focused narcissistic partner. This doesn't just happen in romantic relationships. We can see these trends globally. As people experience more abuse, they wake up to take a more discerning approach. So really, what a fearful avoidant attachment style is teaching a secure attachment style is discern. We give our trust to those who have been trustworthy in the past and to those who demonstrate trustworthy behavior. This isn't to say we should all aim to be fearful avoidance or be overly cautious with everyone, but discernment, the ability to determine whether a person, an entity, a situation, or a behavior is safe, is a very important skill to develop. Now, this is a skill we can all learn, and a skill that is absolutely essential. If you'd like to learn about dating with discernment, my Secure Love Toolkit can help. It includes a secure partner checklist to help you spot secure behavior in dating, saving you precious energy, time, and money. If you enjoyed this video or something resonated, feel free to leave a comment. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Kaylee Larkin, wishing you a beautiful relational journey.